Καλησπέρα σας, καλοί φίλοι τηλεθεατές. I have to turn to English straight away. Good evening to you. Welcome to our program, Faces, Πρόσωπα. Tonight we have with us Michele James and Mr. Michael James. And Mr. Michael James is a very good friend of mine as well as Michele. He works with me in the morning on LGR. Welcome to our program. Welcome to Hellenic TV.
It's a pleasure to be here, Vasilis.
Yes, we say in Greek, "Kalos όρισες." You must know this by now.
I do indeed.
Yes. Yeah. Καλησπέρα, Michele.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Nice to see you again.
You too.
Yes, I'm very happy to have you here tonight, and I'm very happy to talk about your paintings. An exhibition is coming up.
Yes.
Very soon. This Wednesday coming, and it's a very special exhibition in a special place, actually, and it's for a special reason. Everything is special. You are special, and me as well.
Flattery will get you everywhere, Vasilis.
Okay, this is, I want just to see this before we go ahead with the rest of it. Okay, so it's next Wednesday, this Wednesday coming, the 14th, which is going to be at the Anthony Webb Estate Agents. That's why I say it's a special place.
Yes,
Estate Agents at the Green Lanes, Palmer's Green. And you know more about the reason that Anthony Webb is providing the place for exhibitions. It's a little history. Can you tell us about Michael?
There is a fair amount of history. Tony Uris, who's very well known to the community, who owns Anthony Webb, has been a very keen follower of art for many years and has encouraged local artists in the community. And he came up with this idea that on a monthly basis he would have a local artist display their work in his premises. So what happens is that an estate agent closes its doors at 5:30, clears away all the desks, and then the estate agent, it becomes an art gallery in the evening. And
that's quite a bit of work to do, to prepare. Yes, for that, yeah.
We were talking to him today, and it's quite amazing how quickly he can turn things around from his office to an art gallery.
Okay.
Michele will hang the paintings a day beforehand, so they will already be up in his office. So all he needs to do is to move a few tables around. It effectively becomes an art gallery.
Are the paintings going to stay there daytime as well?
They will stay there for a month.
That's
they will
good,
stay
yes,
there for a month.
lovely. So every customer, they're coming in for other businesses, they can see the paintings as well, yeah?
This is the idea, and I think also from Tony's point of view, he likes bright colours, and I think he sees this as an opportunity to brighten up the office environment.
Yes.
It has many facets, this as well.
Okay.
The other side of it, of course, is that Tony has been involved with the North London Hospice, as we have, and he decided that every 3 months he would nominate a specific charity. So the charity which is involved with the first 3 artists, Michele being the third, has been the North London Hospice. And you know, I think we all know what marvellous work they do in terms of end-of-life care.
Definitely,
my auntie passed away at the North London Hospice, and when we heard that this was the charity that we were going to support, we were very pleased to be involved with that.
Okay, now we might talk about the hospice a bit later on, but at the moment I want to go to Michele. Michele,
yes.
Can you please, before we go to the exhibition and ask you about the paintings that for that special exhibition, would you give us a little bit information about yourself? When did you start painting, and did you get involved in other exhibitions or give us a little bit of history?
It started when I was at school quite a few years ago, and I went to art college for a few years. Wasn't really very happy with the setup there, and I went into banking. And to cut a long story short, my career.
You went to banking to make the money
because there's very few rich artists. So I took a sort of easy way out, shortcut. And then I met Michael, had my family, and I started doing the art with my husband. Actually, we were doing little fairs and fetes and things like that, you know, and we were doing very small pieces of art.
Okay.
And the most of the people that were coming to buy these little pictures were saying to us, "Have you ever thought of becoming a proper professional artist?" Because there is a demand for this abstract art, you know, for small businesses and hotels. So I started doing examples, and I had my first exhibition, and it was very successful. I think the first one we had was in Wimbledon. We had another one in Bexley Heath, and we had another one more recently in Highgate in the village, in Waterloo Park, Lauderdale House, which was very, very successful. And from then on, I do sort of private commissions for people from those exhibitions.
They ask you for a particular...
yeah, they say they've got maybe a wine bar or a small hotel, B&B, and they've got nice whitewashed walls and they want some vibrant colour. I'll go in there, take the specifications, measurements, colours, what kind of art they like, because I do different types of art. And we take it from there.
That's good.
And of course, here I am today, another exhibition.
Yeah. Okay. For this exhibition, how many paintings, the sizes, and what are we going to see there?
Well, we have about 15 pieces of art, various sizes, very small, affordable pieces, and more expensive pieces. There are oil paintings, paintings done with acrylics, mixed medium. I've used textured paste. I've made collages using dragonflies, butterflies, pieces of shrubbery from gardens, foliage, etc. So it's a varied, mixed. It will be a very mixed evening, you know. Okay. The art will be very mixed.
Okay, Michael told me that you did this recently. You work hard and you prepare all this. How? Let's say, for example, if I am an individual and I want you to do a special, you know, painting for me, how you start? I mean, you're asking me what I want, and then you start. How you start one painting? Well,
all my pieces of art are individual. It's not kind of a thing where, say you're a client and you ask me for, if I was a fine artist, say, for example, you'd say to me, you know, you want a portrait. That's not what I'm about. I do abstract, but the feelings that I have on that particular day will interact with my art. So it's kind of like, if I'm in a happy mood, you'll get vibrant, rich colours. If I'm in a low mood,
it depends how you feel.
Yeah, exactly. But I take into consideration what I've been asked to do.
Is it up to Michael how you make you feel, or what?
It could be, on the day.
Needless to say, the art is very vibrant and colourful.
That is why I lock myself up in a room or a gallery without Michael. So I'm not, you know.
So, all right, and I mean, in this case, how many days, you know, you spend preparing for this?
Well, this particular exhibition, I've spent over a month.
Over a month,
yeah. I've actually tried some new techniques, which, you know, I'm very professional in the recent artwork that I've been doing, and I've kind of trial and error with this recent work till I perfected it. And I did a very large painting, an oil painting, and I used resin, which is a high glossed, hard surface finish gloss, which when it's finished it will look like a mirror finish, which is, you know, quite spectacular. And I'm quite excited because it's very vibrant colours. Very large painting will be ideal on somebody's whitewashed wall that wants, you know, a lot of colour in a big picture. And then I've done a lot of other ones, spin art ones, which I use a special machine, high velocity machine, and this works on centrifugal forces. It's kind of like all the paint will go from the centre out, so you'll get a spin, or you'll get a kind of splodge, blotchy effect, and then I add with palette knives and brushes and any kind of materials I can find on the day, and you get a totally different form of art.
You put them all in a canvas. You have frames, or?
I have frames, canvases. I can do artwork on metal. I can do artwork on glass, mirrors. If I'm asked to do, you know, a glass painting, I'll do it.
You do it, yeah.
So it varies what the client wants.
Lovely.
Yeah.
You talk about, you say earlier on prices and all this.
Yes.
Might be some
Yes.
expensive ones and all this. What are the prices? Starting from what up to what?
Okay, the smallest painting that I've got would be, stands about £160. And then it will vary. Middle prices 3-4, and I think the most expensive painting that I've got is over 700. That's the oil painting.
Yeah, yeah.
That took me a month.
To do it.
Very long-winded, very difficult technique, and I had to perfect it. You know, so, and with the oil paints, they take days to dry, not like acrylic paints where, you know, a couple of hours it's dry.
Yeah.
And then I've got to varnish it, finish it off.
Good. Let me just go
Yeah.
to Michael again, and I want you to give us more information, Michael, about the opening of the exhibition, because I know you invited Mr. Burrowes, is going to be there, David Burrowes, to open the exhibition, and some other people. Give us more information about that.
David Burrowes, MP, was kind enough to accept an offer to open the invitation. As a keen lover of art himself, he was very interested in that. And of course, David Burrowes has been very active in terms of helping to promote the North London Hospice. So the balance worked really well actually there. And I've known David for some time and interviewed him several times on my radio programme on London Greek Radio. And he will be there, and I think because of his presence it will also attract other notable characters in the community. We're hoping for Chris Garolis from the Federation and Peter Drusiotis. So there will be a number of high-profile people that make a difference to exhibitions.
Definitely.
Because it is all about characters and the people that Michele can attract, and art is all about word of mouth. So that's why that's important. That's the reasoning behind that.
Okay. And what are the benefits of hospice? I mean, what percentage it will go to the charity?
We've agreed, which is something which Tony Uris set, and he set for all his artists, that 10% of the profit goes to help the North London Hospice. They in fact will be there on opening night to explain the good work that they do and how important it is to raise money to put towards that particular good cause.
Yeah.
They are involved with the North London version of Britain's Got Talent, which they did last year. And they're going to be talking about, I think, a Greek lady that gained fame as a result of that particular programme. And it was very successful in terms of the money that they raised. But the North London Hospice itself does, as I said earlier, does a marvellous job because it's a very difficult thing that they have to do. The National Health doesn't really provide for hospices, so they are dependent upon donations, charitable donations, and we all may need a hospice at some point.
Yes, you're right.
We never know.
Okay, now going back to Michele again. Yes. Michele, okay, you're looking forward to this Wednesday, I suppose.
Yeah, very excited.
Yeah, very excited. What's happening after that? Do you have any other plans, dreams, and all this kind of thing for your artistic
work?
I'd
like to. Well, I think all artists eventually would like to have I'd like to have my own studio. That's my dream, you know, and to have all my art on one wall. Have a back room where I'm permanently painting all the time.
Okay.
And I'm
so
actually,
people can come in.
Yes,
and just,
yes, and I'm actually, dare I say it, you know, earning a decent wage, because a lot of artists don't make it. They're not. They can be professional, very talented, but they don't earn a lot of money.
Yeah,
They're part-time, you know. Like I have other jobs, semi-retired. So my hobby, if you like, is a paying hobby. I sell my art sometimes and sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
and it all depends on the situation you're in at the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I must, I just forgot actually, we have done this at the beginning. Congratulate you for your daughter's wedding.
Yeah, thank you.
It's gone. I just remember.
It's all right.
Well, but we're trying to get her to buy a piece of art, but she's just come back from honeymoon, so she might be a little bit short of cash. But it was
lovely.
A wedding, as you know, is a big event. Took a lot of planning.
Everything
a lot of stress from mum and dad in the preparation stages.
A lot of stress.
But it was in Leeds. It went very well.
That's good.
It was on the 29th of July, and the weather held.
How? I mean, now back to normal, yeah. But without the daughter in the house.
That's right.
How do you feel, Michael? I mean, not seeing your daughter,
He's not happy.
Well. We have one daughter.
Yes.
And of course, when I gave her away, and I don't really like that expression because giving your daughter away, it kind of hurts her dad here a little bit. And although I was very happy, and I'm very happy with her husband, the day was a little happy and a little sad. So to answer your question, yes, our daughter's not at home, and we do miss her.
Yeah.
So my wife, as you know, does the painting. And I prepare news stories for LGR. So we have to find something
else
to keep ourselves occupied.
Yeah.
But we're very, very pleased. She's met a very good man. They knew each other for 4 years before they got married.
But that's how life is, Michael. There's nothing you can do.
No, that's right.
They come to the stage when they have to go.
It's inevitable.
Start their own
but
life.
You ask me how I feel as a dad.
Yeah.
And I proud, yet a little sad because my daughter's not with me. I think I've been working with Greeks far too long. Somebody said
you
to
get
me.
You get it from us. You get it from
That's right. That's
and
absolutely.
how do you feel, Michele?
How do I feel?
Yeah. How do you feel?
I don't know really. I mean, I think I'm more used to her not being there because she went to university. She came back to live with us, and then she lived with her husband now, and then they got married. So it's kind of. We've been really without her for a few years now. It's not sort of overnight, was it?
It's not overnight, but I think the wedding, the actual ceremony itself, it does finalise that.
Yes,
and within a few hours, she changed her name, Vasilis.
Yeah, I know.
Which is also a little bit of a sting
when you've
in the
got
tail.
one child,
What can you do, Michael? Anyway, back to the exhibition again. Michael, would you like to give us again the information? How can anyone find out more about it? I mean, do you have a website, I suppose?
Michelle's website is www.abstractvisions.co.uk. You can call 078 34040 and we will give you information that you need. There is information on Tony Uris's website, Anthony Webb. There will be there's a commercial being run on London Greek radio where people will be able to hear exactly what's going on.
Exactly.
North London Hospice will also have this on their Facebook page and their information page. So there's plenty of places for people to find out about this.
Is it going to be anything else? I mean, the speeches, I suppose, a couple of
there will be speeches from obviously David Burrowes. I think Tony Uris will say a few words. The hospice will say a few words, and maybe Michele just an introductory couple of words to tell people about her art. There will also be some drinks and some light refreshments. So a glass of fizz or a soft drink if you so prefer. So we like to make a whole evening of it. Of course, these art exhibitions are social events as well.
Yeah.
It's not only about the art, it's about people getting together. And that's what I was saying, that
it's a social event.
The way Michele is able to promote is also through word of mouth. So if enough people are there, they spread the word.
Yeah. And just one more thing, the exhibition is going to open, 7:30, is it?
7:30 next Wednesday, September 14th.
Until what time? I mean, people can come in.
People on the invitation, we said we'll ask people to get there about 7:30, and it will go on for a couple of hours.
Okay.
Of course, if people are really into seeing it a little bit longer, we're not going to close the doors, but we expect it to last a couple of hours.
And then, because the paintings are going to be there for a month, which hours people can,
They can go normal office hours, to Anthony Webb.
Okay,
although he's an estate agent, he's well aware of what's going on, and he's interested in obviously in promoting the art and Michele and the hospice. So as I say, it's a joint venture really.
Okay, lovely. All right, it's going to be this Wednesday the 14th, 7:30 at Anthony Webb Estate Agents, which is 348 Green Lanes, London N13 5TJ. For those who wanted to put
I think it's opposite the Fox pub, isn't it?
Yes,
on
yes.
the corner.
It's before that on your right. Yes, that's right. Yes, very good. Okay. Do you have anything else to add to this, or?
We just want people to come and have a fun night. Art is all about fun. It's not serious. It's to come along and enjoy Michele's work, because as she said, and as her husband, I know how much work she's put into it. So to enjoy the evening, enjoy the company, enjoy the art, and bring your checkbook along.
It's important.
Don't forget the checkbook.
You accept cash as well.
Cash and credit cards.
And credit cards.
That's it. Yes. So checks, credit cards, or cash.
Yeah.
It will be fine. Michele, do you have anything else to add?
No, I think Michael's covered everything.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. Yes.
And me.
Very excited.
I'll be there with George and Hellenic TV. Will be there to cover it. So thank you very much.
And thank you for having us.
And Michael, see you tomorrow morning.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Michele, good luck.
Thank you very much
for being with us tonight.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for watching. You and me, we're going to be again together next Sunday, the same time, with somebody else, or might be a face or faces, another subject. Thank you very much, and look after yourselves. Good night.